Hey, good evening. My name is Ryan. I want to make a video about Nancy Guthrie. Short version is the Nancy Guthrie case is a psyop. What do I mean by psyop? In this case, right at this moment, the Nancy Guthrie case shouldn't be very interesting or important to 99.99% of Americans. The psyop is drawing your attention to it. Why? So you're not thinking about the politics, about the Epstein case, about the fraud in Minnesota, Somalia. Uh, there's all these important things going on right now in our government, in our society, in our lives, and they want you worried about an elderly or close to elderly woman who disappeared. Now, is there a possibility that this is all orchestrated? Yes, there is. 100% chance. 100% there's a chance that it could be. Is there just as good a chance that what is happening is what really happened? And they're just blowing it up to draw your attention to it so you're not paying attention to the other stuff. 100% there is a chance that everything they're saying to you is what is happening in real time. But the reality is that it's not that important. But they're pushing it out into the public, trying to get everyone's attention, trying to stress the intrigue, bringing in the tent, bringing in the SWAT team. Here's a lead. Oh, there's something new to talk about. Everybody tune in. And in all reality, while anyone getting kidnapped is a tragedy, if that's really what happened, even if she's alive and well and she gets found later, it's still awful for someone to be kidnapped. I understand the interest people have with crime. I watch some true crime videos. I've followed cases over the years. But a lot of them, it's not so much that the cases are fake, it's that there's just so much attention drawn to them, and it's a distraction. And it's one of many tools that the powers that be use to distract us, or point fingers at other people. So we're not looking at them and their crimes and what's really going on. If they can keep us distracted, if they can keep us looking here and then look over here, now look over here, you're never looking where the problem lies. And that's what's happening. And, I don't want to say necessarily that it's easy to kind of fool people or just to direct their attention somewhere. I don't want to say it's because I don't want to call everyone stupid or suckers or anything like that. There's a lot of intelligent people that they just get drawn to it, and it's like when it keeps coming up, and you can the people who would distract you from their crimes and their behaviors and the real issues going on have studied this. They've researched it. They've done CIA experiments to see how you'll react to different things. And they know. We have psyop people in the military. I've met them. I had one pick me up hitchhiking one time. At least one. Talk about what they do in the military. And if it's wielded for good, manipulating people psychologically can be a good thing. I mean, if you're manipulating people to stop doing bad things or to start doing good things, that could be a great thing. Manipulate people into liberty, please. Do some CIA psyops on that. But that's not always what's done. And we've got military units that do it. We have people in the media that study this. We have police departments who at least have people in the departments that are good at this. and politicians, they all know how it's called manufacturing consent, is one term for this kind of stuff. And it's a real thing, and it's used to their benefit. And I will say that a lot more people are aware of it now than in the past. It was a lot easier pre-widespread, pre Elon Musk X, let's say. And the farther you go back, the easier it was, because you had limited information, a lot more limited information. You had a lot more limited interactions with people. You had less access to streaming videos and all those things. And people are starting to wake up to this going on. And so I've seen a lot of people on X going, I understand, like, this is interesting, like, this poor woman got kidnapped and it's awful and it's kind of weird, but, like, do we all need to be paying attention to it? Is this where all of our attention should be going to as a community? So there's other, it's other people are noticing, and it's good. It's real easy to notice a distraction is when something gets an extraordinary amount of attention, more than seems reasonable for a certain issue or topic, or especially, when it comes up a lot. And I would say specifically homelessness, I see being used all the time as a distraction. You'll often see in cities that have real homeless problems, and it's drug addicts and mentally ill people, severely mentally ill people and drug addict problems, but they direct it towards all homeless people, and then they use it. I'm not saying that they create an issue where a guy lashes out, but they'll take an issue with a homeless guy who probably belongs in some kind of institution getting some kind of help. Or he's a long-term violent person that belongs in a cage, because he just can't live with other people without hurting them. And then they'll latch on to that and direct all the media attention to it. Every media channel's talking about it. They push the story out on the interwebs, and it puts the heat off them a little bit. So, be careful and just think, like, just look at is this what we should be focused on? Why are they pushing this story out on every news channel? Why are like 12 out of the 14 live videos I'm being shown on YouTube, why are they all about her? Is she really that important? Is this that important? Is this that important of a story? And if not, it's somebody's pushing it, and they're probably doing it to distract you from something else. And ask yourself why. And then pay attention to the things that are important, and just don't let them slip away, because there's gonna be something next. In a couple of days, it's gonna be something else, and then 4 days later, it's gonna be something else, and there's gonna be a constantly new story trying to make you forget about Epstein, forget about the Somalian fraud in Minnesota, to forget, all this stuff, the voting bills in Congress, all of that. So keep focused on what's important. Don't let them distract you with this stuff. That lady's life matters. I'm sorry it happened. It's awful. And, if you're interested in true crime and you want to spend some time on it, fine. But just know, if they're pushing it everywhere, there's a reason for it. They're hiding something. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, call me names down below in the comments. God bless everybody. Be well.